We're actually going with this idea that she swapped rooms with Naegi to try and off someone?
Far from the worst of gambits. Once the deed was done, she'd have an out. She had but to switch the nameplates back to pin it on you.
She'd never do that!
Oh, please, wake up! What could she have possibly been up to if not that? Her fatal misstep, of course, was inadvertently giving her prospective victim the opportunity to fight back.
They got the first strike in with that katana!
No, that was used in self-defense.
Yes, the damage to the sheath implies as much. Had things gone according to plan, Mizuno would be standing here now, pointing the finger at Naegi.
I trusted her. Why would she?
Why wouldn't she? It was an ironclad way out of here, was it not?
If we omit the fact that it was a spectacular failure, yes. Poor fool.
Don't talk about her like that!
Oh, I'm sorry. You have a reason to defend her?
No, but still!
Calm down. This isn't the time to argue. Focus.
Yes, quite right. The murderer is still at large, and time is short.
Let's get to it then. It's one of us.
Well, duh. But how the hell do we pick?
We're all goners, I knew it! I'm too young to die! It's not fair!
I gotta think. If we don't figure out who killed her, it's the end for all of us. There's gotta be something we've missed.
Well, guess that's pretty much it for us. Damn! If only there was more to go on, right? We're out of clues.
That's where you're wrong!
The hell am I missing then?
Something pretty big, actually. She left us a message. Not the one on the notepad.
What? What are you driving at?
She left a dying message. One scrawled in blood on the wall behind her.
That's right. What did it say?
You mean that random string of numbers?
Hey, you're supposed to be some kind of crazy genius with numbers, ain't you? The one she left behind mean anything special or what?
I tried every decryption trick in the book, but whatever they're supposed to mean, it's not code I know. I'm sorry.
Break it down. When things took a turn, Mizuno ran for the shower, but the killer forced his way in. Did he already have the knife? That's it! I got it! The message wasn't a string of numbers. She wrote out her killer's name! If you flip those marks around 180 degrees, there you have it. Plain as day. L-E-O-N. What do you know? That's your name, isn't it? Leon Kawata. So, Leon, if you got anything to say, now's the time.
Disappointing, Leon.
Give me a break! You're not seriously listening to this lying little punk?
Mizuno identified her murderer from beyond the grave. A name written as her life ebbed away.
Scrawled that way because the angle of her head. Poor girl probably didn't have the energy left to hoist herself around the right direction.
Maybe someone's trying to frame me. You think of that? Everything you've got is circumstantial!
Let's assume you're not the perpetrator. Care to explain why you tried to destroy evidence?
Somebody explain!
Yeah, of course. She means those charred pieces of shirt and glass ball fragments we found in the garbage room.
Right! I'd forgotten all about those.
You know, come to think of it, I haven't seen my crystal ball in a while. Think that's what happened to it?
Well, Naegi, seems you...
Right! I'd forgotten all about those.
You know, come to think of it, I haven't seen my crystal ball in a while. Think that's what happened to it?
Well, Naegi, seems you and I are of the same opinion. Puzzle it out yet?
Here's what I believe happened. Mizuno's killer was in over his head. He hadn't planned on killing anyone that night. The evidence had to be dealt with fast. Unfortunately, the garbage room was on lockdown. This is where Hagakure's missing glass ball comes in. Activating the incinerator from the other side of the gate would have been near impossible for almost anyone. But our culprit had mad skills. Specifically, super high school level baseball player skills. All finished, our perp figured he could chill, walk back to his room like nothing had happened. That, as it turns out, was his big mistake. A scrap of the burning blood-stained shirt sleeve fell out. Gotcha. Hard evidence. He thought he'd improvised the perfect crime, when in fact he'd left a trail leading us right to him. Deny if you want. That's how it went.
You stand accused. Now'd be the time to object.
Object? Yeah, let me think about that. You're damn right I object! This is all a bunch of BS! How hell do they know? Think I'm taking the rap?
You're the only one here with the athletic chops to throw Hagakure's glass ball far enough and hard enough to hit the incinerator switch, and you know it!
Never! Yeah, nice try, but screw you! What about Yamada? He's on trash detail! He could have unlocked the gate!
This is exactly why he wouldn't have needed to use the ball. He would have just used his access key and walked off without any of us having a clue.
Ha! Yeah, big man trying to trick me into fessing up! Well, like I said, it's all circumstantial!
Maybe. But there's still one vital piece of evidence that points directly at you.
What, are you gonna make something up now?
The bathroom, the doorknob, the screws were removed.
Who gives a flying rat's ass?
How exactly do you think the murderer removed those screws, huh?
Whenever you're driving that jerkwad, you're barking up the wrong tree!
Well, if what I'm driving at is on the money, there'll be proof in your toolkit. How about you give us a look?
Never, 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 never! This is a sham, I'm warning you, dude! Back off!
You're guilty, Leon Kawata! I demand you show us what's inside your toolkit. Come on, what's the big deal? What have you got to hide?
Bear in mind, if it's been used, prepare to explain. In minute detail until every last one of us is satisfied.
And under the circumstances, not knowing is not going to be acceptable.
Never.
Predictable. He has nothing to say in his defense.
I'm sorry, man.
I'd say you kids have hashed this one out nicely. Major kudos. Let's move on to voting time. Kindly lock in your votes by pressing the switches there in front of you. Who's the guilty so-and-so? Feel good about your final choice? And the award goes to... Correct! Well done, peeps! Sayaka Mizuno's murderer was indeed... Leon Kawata!
Oh, wow.
You dumbass! What the hell got into you?
I didn't want to. She was trying to kill me, right? I didn't know what else to do, okay? What if she'd have gone after you? You'd all done the same thing in my shoes!
Right, so there you have it. Excellent job dispensing tough justice. And I mean that. Moving on now to the punishment phase.
No! I didn't have a choice! The crazy skank was gonna kill me! What was I supposed to do? Come on, guys! I acted in self-defense! Special circumstances! I'm not really a murderer!
Yes, I'm sure we're all relieved to hear that. But rules are rules. Too bad, so
No, wait!
sad.
That's not right!
Right? Right, don't enter into it, sweetheart. You killed and got caught, which means you die. special method of execution. Play ball!
No!
Now that's what I call extreme! I feel the adrenaline coursing through me like lightning!
What is going on here? Someone pick me up, please! I can't take this.
Now, it's not so bad once you get used to it. Abandon all hope of seeing the light of day again and you'll be fine. Promise! Of course, now that I hear myself say it out loud, it does sound pretty cruel. There, Naegi. It's all right, I know.
No, what are you talking about?
Don't be like that. Mizuno sold you up the river. You're hurting. It's fine.
Sayaka Mizuno,
Junko Enoshima,
Leon Kawada,
Chihiro Fujisaki,
Mondo Owada, Kiyotaka Ishimura,
Hifumi Yamada,
Celestia Ludenbrink,
Sakura Okami,
Yasuhiro Hagakure.
Aoi Asahina, Koko Kokawa,
Byakuya Togami,
Kyoko Kiryu,
Makoto Naegi,